Hello! So, hi everyone. It is Sunday, which means it's meal prep day in my household for my family. I am currently 18 weeks pregnant and just about to spearhead an 11 days healthy habits challenge within my team. So I want to be really prepared for my week, and this is some of the recipes that I'm going to be doing. I did this last week and it turned out really, really well. So the first thing that I'm going to show you guys is we're going to do our maple balsamic roasted veggies. So on this one here we have our Brussels sprouts, and on here are yams. This is 1 pound of Brussels sprouts and 2 yams cubed. I then put the yams in this bowl with 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil with salt and pepper, and then I tossed it around, put it here. Then I put the Brussels sprouts as well, same thing, washed it, cleaned it, 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil with salt and pepper to taste. I've preheated my oven to 400, and now I'm going to put them in there for about 25 to 30 minutes. Now in the meantime, I'm going to make my marinade for my salmon, which is just behind me here, resting, so it's a little bit more room temperature, so it'll cook evenly. And so let's put these in the oven, let this cook, and then we'll get into making the marinade. I'm gonna make the marinade for the salmon. I did 2 garlic cloves. I'm gonna squeeze half of a lemon. Half of a lemon. 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. We're gonna do half of a teaspoon roughly of salt. I like a little bit more salt. Half a teaspoon of cracked pepper, which my husband just spilled all over the place.
Careful, it's gonna come off too if you hold it by the top. So.
Okay. You gotta save me one.
Yeah.
And then Italian seasoning. What we're gonna do here. Need about 1 teaspoon. So the ratio is supposed to be more of this than the salt and pepper. There we go. And now I'm gonna blend this up and we're gonna drizzle it over the salmon. So I'm just gonna blend it first and then you'll see. Now I have 4 salmon fillets. It was 1 large fish and I just cut it. And now this is our marinade. Oh, actually, I like to make little lines within the fish so that it actually soaks it up and gets stuck in the grooves so it absorbs more of the flavor. Oh, sorry, there's 5. This was a 4th piece, but I cut it in half. You can come in, honey, it's okay. And here. You can evenly distribute it as best as you can. Then, here's the bottom of this. Just make sure that you spread it all over. So normally I would cut this and lay it evenly, and I do feel like it helps keep the moisture. However, I forgot to get 2 lemons, and I'm gonna make some sea bass, so I need to save it. So this is gonna go into the oven after our veggies are done. Next, I'm gonna make a Thai coconut rice. This is for a second meal prep of mine. It's not gonna go with my veggie and salmon dish. This one is new to me, so we'll see how it goes. So we're gonna use 1 cup of jasmine rice to 1 can of coconut milk. I think I'm gonna need So this is gonna act as a healthy fat in here. There we go. Okay, now all of the recipes that I saw called for a teaspoon of sugar, but I don't want to use a teaspoon of sugar, so I'm using a sugar-like substance with stevia in there, so this Truvia, so 1 teaspoon of that. And then I'm gonna do 1¼ cup of water. And then I'm gonna put it in here and it's going to emulsify. Now we're gonna do the basa fillets. And to be honest, I've never done this before. I just am incorporating whitefish now. So this is the exact same recipe as for the salmon. So 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, 2 garlic cloves, ½ teaspoon of salt, ½ teaspoon of pepper, and 1 full teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Blend it a little bit. Voila. And I'm gonna just baste it properly and put it in the oven, and then I just gotta steam some veggies. So we have our California mix, just basically cauliflower, broccoli, carrots. I think that's it. And this is a steamer. So it actually steams it for you. And it's the best meal prep tool in the world. Veggies, done. We're gonna make the maple balsamic glaze. For what I have under here is the blanched kale and the yams and the Brussels sprouts. So now we're gonna take, olive oil. We're gonna take 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. We're going to take 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. I'm going to take 1 tablespoon of real Canadian maple syrup. Delicious. And then, I'm making a huge mess, whatever. And then, and 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. And that's it. Screw this on. so good. It's like kind of tangy, kind of sweet all at the same time. Now we just take our veggies and we evenly distribute. And this dish is finito. Done. See? Lots of great farm. So now I have my steamed veggies, my sauteed prawns, and my coconut rice. So I'm gonna use a 1/2 cup measure and just measure out roughly 1/2 cup of rice. And I like to do like 10 to 13 prawns or shrimps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 each. There. I'll take some veggies, put it on this side, and voila! Lunch is served. The basa turned out super well, and now I have enough room with 2 more of my coconut rice, so I'm just gonna divide it in half and put it in out, each one. This week's meal prep is done. And so now we finished everything. This is one meal here, so it's gonna be the blanched kale with the yams and the Brussels sprouts with the wild salmon. And then we also have coconut rice with prawns and steamed veggies. And as well as, can you wait 1 second? And then as well as white fish on the jasmine and coconut rice as well. And I actually accidentally made an extra one, so that's okay too. And then for my breakfast, I'm gonna have my green Morning Glow superfood smoothie with a bowl of oats. And then for another snack, I will have Greek yogurt with blueberries, full fat Greek yogurt so it's balanced, and then as well as a green salad, but I like to make it fresh. So this is what I do at the end of a Sunday to prepare for my best. Arrivederci! Like one yet?
Yeah.